Should we start with a good point, the goal?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good goal. I mean, we watched the first half, and it was bitty in the first half, giving the ball away. It wasn't that cohesion that we was expecting. But this is a fantastic passer. If I just take it back there a little bit and look at, just want you to watch Lingard. Here he is. Watch Lingard. Look at him over his shoulder. The awareness of the player, knows where he is. Looks over his shoulder again.
Great ball from Matic.
Yeah, enables him to turn, and then it's about Greenwood in the middle of the pitch. We spoke about the fullbacks being integral to the way that Rangnick wants his teams to play. It's a fantastic ball, but the finish, wow. Mason
Greenwood is probably the one player from this starting 11 that could play in the Premier League on the weekend. And every time he plays, whether he plays off the right or plays centre forward, I mean, that is a beautiful goal, brilliant finish.
There's a lovely shot doing the rounds on social media as well of Robbie's son Charlie on the bench, like just with an amazing reaction to the goal. And I think you're totally right. You know, if these players are playing to start Premier League games, he is about the only one, because if we take a look at the equaliser and what happened afterwards, like, people are not covering themselves in glory here.
No, I put Luke Shaw in that as well. I think him and Luke Shaw are the two players that stand out, who you say would have a chance of playing the Premier League for this team. But it's a poor goal to concede, to be fair.
Look, it's just not really an area you play in, Jake. You know, there's a lot for young boys to play for here. You know, they're trying to stay in Europe, and that is just, you know, they're trying 1-2 in an area. Yeah, well, no, I mean, I can understand what Van der Beek's doing there, but it's a hard area to play in on the edge of your box. You know, Wan-Bissaka's not ready. It's a fabulous finish. But these guys came to play, and I mean, this was straight after. They had a little wobble for a few minutes there. Too open, obviously, Matic retreats there. Good block from Bailly. But just the last couple of minutes were just a little bit chaotic defensively there. He gets fortunate, really, by to clear that. But I thought defensively, with all the changes, they didn't look as comfortable as they did on the weekend against Palace.
Yeah, and I think it's to be expected. When you make that many changes as well, you have to remember that it's not easy to do that. We saw Liverpool yesterday, who are firing, and they're flying on all cylinders. Yeah. They made a number of changes, but they had real experienced players in there. The players up top who've been playing consistently. Here's a complete change of squad overhaul. So it's difficult to do that and to come in and find any rhythm.
And the other thing you have to remember, of course, Manchester United already qualified for the knockout stages. They're playing for pride this evening. However, young boys are playing for an awful lot more.
It's looking bad for Barcelona, Rafa.
It's looking bad. I don't think they've ever come back from 2-0 down to win a Champions League game. So
they've also never won a game in Bavaria.
They'd have to do something very unprecedented.
All right. Let's see what's happening in the other games. Half-time at Old Trafford, and it's 1-1 there.
Yeah, and some wonderful attacking moves. And this one, beautiful finish. Luke Shaw with the cross. Mason Greenwood with the side bicycle kick. At least that's how we call it in German, Seitfallzieher. But then this is not a bad finish either from Fabian Rieder.
Not a bad
play
finish
from Donny van der Beek.
Which saw a bit of a surprise result away in St. Petersburg, Jules.
Yes, because it was a crazy game. Chelsea opening the scoring after just 2 minutes. Timo Werner for what was maybe his best performance in a Chelsea shirt, and then we thought they had the game under control despite all the changes that Tuchel made. Claudinho brought Zenit back, and then lovely ball there from Malcolm. Ross Barkley losing the ball in the dangerous area. Asmoon would go round, Kepa would replace Mendy in goal to make it 2-1. At that time, Chelsea were second in the group because Juventus were winning on the other side. Timo Werner involved and setting up perfectly the goal from Lukaku, finally scoring again. And then Werner for his second of the game, and then Chelsea very much in control, 5 minutes to go. But this happened deep in added time. Ozdoev with a lovely strike to make it 3-3. And
Tuchel hails Superman Kanté amid injury struggles. N'Golo Kanté has started only 25 of Thomas Tuchel's 53 games as Chelsea boss, but the Chelsea manager insisted that the 30-year-old midfielder was not slowing down with age, calling him Superman. Kanté has already missed games due to COVID-19 and a groin injury this season, and has failed to feature in Chelsea's squad since injuring his knee in a 4-0 win over Juventus in the Champions League in November. We don't have the feeling that it is about age, and he takes longer. He is, in general, a careful person. He takes care of his body and doesn't take risks, Tuchel told reporters ahead of Chelsea's midweek fixture against Zenit St. Petersburg. I think he is Superman. He is the guy who makes the difference, the guy everybody in the whole world wants in his midfield. Tuchel added that Kante's recent struggles with fitness were down to accidents, and not indicative of a more serious issue. We built him up after his last injury. We had an accident, this can happen, Tuchel said. This is not related to age or to overload, simply an accident during the match. Of course, we miss him a lot. Chelsea have qualified for the Champions League's knockout stages, and are tied on 12 points with Juventus at the top of Group H.